This story doesn't begin with an evil, awful, spiteful witch who does terrible things just for the fun of it.
It doesn't begin with a beautiful princess who is absolutely perfect in every way.
It doesn't even begin with an enchanted castle.
It begins with a frightened young woman
Who is all alone in the world.
Her mother and father had taken her on a sea voyage when she was very small. She loved being on the water and would wave to the seagulls as they passed over the ship. Her mother would sing to her as they crossed the ocean, and her father would tell her wonderful stories about what their lives would be like when they reached their new home. It was in the middle of one of these stories that a horrible storm started. A terrible, powerful storm. The ship was pitched and tossed, and the sky turned black. Everyone was washed overboard. Everyone, except the little girl. She was very strong and held on tight.
I am all alone.
She found herself washed ashore with no one in the world but herself. She wandered for miles and miles until she reached a town. It was dark outside by then, and she was very hungry and very tired and very dirty. She began knocking on doors asking for help.
Please, sir, I am very hungry.
Go away!
I have nowhere to stay. I can't help you. Could you please help me?
Stay away from here.
The girl's heart began to grow bitter and cold, and she hated her mother and father for leaving her alone.
She promised herself that she would never love anyone again.
She left town and headed for the forest. The forest was pitch black at night and full of frightening sounds. She ran and ran until she couldn't run anymore. She fell down and cried herself to sleep. When she woke, it was morning, and she found herself at the doorstep of an old abandoned house. The door was rusted shut back, but she managed to push it open.
Inside, everything was covered with old sheets and was very dusty.
No one has been in here for years.
She pulled the sheets off the old chairs and dusty tables and made herself at home. The house had a wonderful library. She was especially interested in potions and spells.
If anyone ever tries to make me leave here, I'll be ready for them. I'm getting quite good at turning things into toads. Croak, croak. Thank you so much. I've been waiting for a very long time for someone to come. I hate being under that sheet. I'm sorry, I didn't know. I've been watching you, you know. You have? I saw how the people in the town treated you. They hate me. I'm all alone. Of course they hate you. They're jealous. They are? Of course they are. You are the fairest of them all, dear. I am? Well, take a closer look. You are a peach. No doubt about it. I am the mirror, am I? I am the mirror. I should know. Really? A peach? Sweetie, with a face like yours, happiness is just around the corner. Mirror, will being beautiful make me happy? Stick with me, keep that sheet out of the picture, and I'll tell you what you want to hear.
She began thinking of herself as a witch.
A beautiful witch.
But still, witchery, toads, and a flattering mirror do not a full life make. And although she will never admit it, the girl was lonely.
Sometimes, late at night, she would read storybooks, the old-fashioned kind, full of princes and dragons and true love.
What malarkey. Things like this don't happen. People are left alone in the world with no one to love them. That's what the real world's like.
But still, somewhere deep down inside, she must have believed, or at least wanted to believe, in happy endings.
No, I don't. Shush up.
Yeah, she did. And we know because every night after she read those storybooks, she would close her eyes and pretend that a very handsome prince would appear and tell her that she was beautiful, the most beautiful girl in the world. And then he would ask her to dance.
Yes, I would love to dance.
But the problem with pretending is that when you open your eyes, you're still the same old you with the same old problems and mirrors. Especially this one could be tricky. Some days he would be like, you'd be kind.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all?
You are.
Thank you, mirror.
And on other days...
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all?
I'm not sure.
Why? Don't I look exactly the same?
Well, it's hard to tell when you haven't been spending as much time with me as lately.
The witch became more and more dependent on the mirror. On Monday, it would be,
Well,
Yes, definitely yes.
But on Tuesday, it would be.
and now?
Yikes.
one day she couldn't take it anymore and swore to never use it again.
I'll find some real friends, or at least a hobby. Then I'll never use you again.
The mirror cried for 3 whole days.
Day 1.
What? Day 2. What?
Day 3.
Then begged to be uncovered for 3 more.
Day 1.
Please? Day 2. Please, please, please.
Day 3.
Please.
She swore she would never be difficult again.
Never, never, never.
I shouldn't.
Please, pretty lady.
You can be very difficult.
I know, I'm the worst, but I'll be sweet to you.
Well,
You know you want to.
Now shaking a mirror habit isn't easy.
Hey,
I missed looking at you.
not as half as I missed reflecting you.
Okay. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all?
You are, for at least a few more minutes anyway.
A few more minutes? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the new arrival, or I guess I should say the royal new arrival.
What royal new arrival?
Well, the king. You've heard of the king.
Of course I've heard of the king.
Well, then you surely know all about him. About how old he is.
Ow, my back.
And how lonely he is since his wife, the queen, died.
I'm really lonely.
And about how he wishes there was someone he could leave his kingdom to when he dies.
Who's gonna look after things when I'm gone?
About how in that very moment he came up with a very interesting idea.
I've got an idea. Oh, my back.
Told ya.
Shush up, I'm listening.
Oh, excuse me, Miss Beautiful, for only a few more seconds.
Watch it, Mia.
Shush up.
I will adopt an orphan child. I will take in a poor parentless babe and raise her as my own. She'll be the child I've never had. She will inherit my kingdom. That's enough excitement for one day. I'm not as young as I used to be.
Mir, what does any of this have to do with me being the fairest of them all?
I'll tell you exactly what it has to do with you being the fairest of them all. This orphan child, this parentless babe, the royal new arrival, is gonna grow up to be quite a beauty, a real peach, in fact.
A peach, but you said I was.
Things change.
Well, I don't want things to change. Who asked for anything to change?
I know, it's unfair. But the question is, what are you gonna do about it?
I don't know. What can I do? He's the king and he can do whatever he wants.
True, but who's to say certain adjustments can't be arranged?
What kind of adjustments?
People are always bringing gifts for the new babies, right?
Yes.
Well, I have the yummiest little recipe for poison baby applesauce. I'm sure will do the trick.
Mir, I'm not gonna hurt a baby. I'm not gonna hurt anybody.
What type of a witch are you?
There has to be another way. I'll figure something out.
Well, you better hurry up and stick close to me. If I were you, sweetie, forget about that sheet. We're gonna need all the help you can get. Beauty is hard to get these days.
Meanwhile, back at the palace, the king and his new daughter were getting acquainted.
Look at you. Who's the most beautiful little girl in the world? Yes, you are. Who has 10 little fingers and 10 little toes? Who has ruby red lips and skin as pale as snow? That's it. I'll call you Snow White. Oh, my back. You're pretty heavy for a baby.
Now, the witch in the mirror had done some pretty hard thinking. Well, plotting and scheming is more like it, and came up with a plan.
I still like the poison baby applesauce idea.
We're gonna play this my way.
Who do you think is running the show? I hate when you do that!
The witch snuck into the throne room with every intention of snatching the baby.
I don't like that word.
What do you prefer? Kidnapping, grabbing, stealing?
I prefer creative borrowing.
Yeah, well, in any event, the witch snuck into the throne room with every intention of creatively borrowing the baby Snow White. The king was well known for his sleeping habits, and the witch didn't see any problems.
But problems have a way of arriving when you least expect them.
Hello there. Who are you? And what are you doing with my pale skin soon to inherit babe?
Well...
Speak up. My ears aren't what they used to be.
Unfortunately, this time it wasn't just his king's back. It was his,
Head,
And his.
stomach,
and last but not least his.
heart.
Are you okay?
You and I are soulmates. I trust you would love Snow White as I would have.
And with that, the old king blew a kiss to the baby Snow White and died.
The witch took a look around the castle and thought,
This is not what I had planned.
But in all the fairness, she was never one to look a gift horse in the mouth, and did some quick figuring.
I always thought I'd make a spectacular queen. I promised your father I'd look after you. I'll look after you all right. I'll look after you growing up in the scullery, where you'll spend your days scrubbing, washing, polishing, and waxing, so no one will ever know how beautiful you are.
the witch took over completely and sent the baby Snow White to grow up in the scullery and work as a servant. The witch was happy.
I'm happy. I'm finally the most beautiful.
Years passed, and the witch amused herself by causing pain and discomfort to anyone in her path.
You're in my path.
Oh no, wait a minute.
Kerbam!
Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit.
It's fun being me. Oh, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all?
I was sleeping, and I'm not talking to you. I'm still mad about that sheep thing.
I'm waiting.
I told you years ago that Snow White was the fairest in the land. Did you really think a little dirt and grime was the hard work would change any of that? She's a total sweetheart. Real peach. Peach, peach, peach!
Show me!
With pleasure.
A picture of the young Snow White, hard at work, drawing water from the well, was revealed. The witch couldn't believe her eyes. For although Snow White was wearing filthy clothes and had a dirty face, she was smiling and laughing and seemed beautiful somehow.
What does she have to be laughing about?
The very idea of Snow White turned the witch's stomach, and she knew desperate measures were called for.
Handsome. Where's Handsome? Get him in here this minute.
Now, remember when I said the witch has spent the last few years causing pain and discomfort wherever and whenever she could? Well, unfortunately, Handsome was one of the unlucky recipients of the witch's attention.
You sent for me, O Queen of Great Beauty.
Yes, I have a little job for you.
I live to serve you, most lovely and gorgeous one.
I know you do. See that ugly little wretch in the mirror? I want you to get rid of her.
Get rid of her most stunning and
Slender.
mistress.
That's right. Get rid of her. Do her in and feed her to the fishies. Game over. Get it?
Mine is to obey, superb and dazzling creature of greatest lovely.
All right. Enough already. You are dismissed. Oh, Handsome, one more thing. You must bring back proof that she is dead. I want something that belongs to her, something that she'd never give up when she was alive. Now go.
Snow White.
Now, of course, Snow White had no idea that she was going to be the victim of this terrible plot.
Snow White didn't think about things like that. In fact, she spent quite a bit of time just loving everyone and everything. And we mean everything.
What a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. I just love beautiful days. I also love bringing water up from the well. I love scrubbing the floor and taking out the trash and making all the beds and cleaning out all the bathrooms. I just love it.
See what we mean?
Sometimes I can't wait to get out of bed in the morning because I'll know there'll be all sorts of wonderful jobs for me to do, and I know that I'll love them all, like cleaning out the furnace and mowing the lawn and washing dirty socks. I'm a lucky, lucky girl.
While Snow White did have an amazing attitude for someone in her position, She was truly lucky about one thing. Her friend. Her one and only friend was a beautiful golden chicken.
Although Snow White would never admit it out loud, the chicken was her only happiness. They went everywhere together and were never apart.
It's true that Snow White had a dirty face and ragged clothes, and her supposed love from domestic tasks didn't always ring true. But from the moment Handsome,
That's me. Handsome.
Laid eyes on her, he was a goner.
Snow White. Hello there.
Snow White and the beautiful chicken welcomed Handsome, and then Handsome explained to Snow White and the beautiful chicken what the evil queen had in store for her. The three of them agreed that Snow White had better hit the road before the witch could do her in for good, but they still had a problem.
No, wait. Oh no. Oh no, Chicky is right. What are we gonna do about the proof?
Then the chicken got an idea.
No, I love you, and I could never let you go.
But the beautiful chicken insisted.
So it was decided. The chicken would return with Handsome to the queen. Snow White waved goodbye to her friends and set off into the forest looking for a home and possibly a housekeeping job.
Quickly, though, Snow White lost her way. It was getting dark.
And cold.
And pretty spooky.
And just when she thought it couldn't get any worse, it started to rain.
But then, just as quickly as it had started, the rain stopped, and she found herself standing in front of a little cottage. There was a light on. She knocked, but got no answer. She opened the door, and to her amazement and delight, there was the biggest mess she ever saw.
Oh boy!
True to her word, Snow White loved to clean. She scrubbed the dirty dishes and washed all of the clothes and polished the windows and swept every last inch of dirt off the floor. And even made a pot of soup and a loaf of 5-grain bread for good measure. After her labors, she was exhausted. She went upstairs and went off to sleep.
You guys are gonna love this.
Hey, I think we're in the wrong house. Something's wrong here. Achoo!
I hate clean house. There's nothing more to hate than a clean house.
It's pretty in here. I like it.
Don't test me, Gleeful.
Okay.
Stop that laughing before I slam you at once.
Okay.
Excuse me, I don't mean to intrude. I was just wondering if it isn't too much trouble.
Spit it out, timid.
Well, how is it possible?
Spit it out, timid.
I hesitate to bring it up, but it appears if it wouldn't be too difficult. How could our house be so clean? Ouch.
Is this magic?
Not possible, young Doofy. Science teaches us that there's a cause and effect methodology at work in this wondrous world of ours. Teach. Ever since the dawn of time, dwarfs have struggled to understand the mysteries surrounding the domino, if you will, effect on daily dwarf existence. Teach. And conclusions can and must be drawn that one indeed follows two. The sun must rise in order to set. The good earth must freeze in order to thaw. Teach. Yes? Ouch. Yes, well, young Doofy, as I was saying, our house is clean not because of magic, but because someone cleaned it.
Why would anyone want to clean our house? It's smelly. It's stinky. Achoo!
It's noxious.
It reeks.
It's.
It doesn't smell so good either.
I don't think it's so bad. I'm gonna take a big old whiff.
Doofy, no!
1,
He's gone crazy.
2,
Young Doofy, the fumes could affect your entire future.
3.
I just dreamt that Doofy was about to smell our house.
Smell. It smells like.
Yes.
It smells like.
Yes.
It smells like.
Yes.
It smells like.
Yes.
Ouch. It smells like dinner.
Dinner.
Homemade soup and 5 grain bread. Who in the world achoo? What took us to achoo? They cleaned our house achoo. They made us 5 grain bread achoo. Achoo.
There's a lot of nuts out there, boys. The root of the hypotenuse of the 12-sided octagon.
Excuse me, Potter. I don't mean to bother.
A lot of nuts. All right, people. I want you to muster all your courage. I want you to get mean. I want you to get ready to go upstairs and find that house cleaning, soup making, bread baking do-gur. And then we'll find them, we'll walk right up to them, look at them in the face, and say, "Thank you." Can you handle that?
Yes.
I can't hear you.
Yes!
All right, then. Let's go. All right, people, surround her.
Oh, hello.
I'm gleeful.
Stop that. Shut that crazy yap of yours, Gleeful. You're making me grouchy.
Hello, Grouchy. It's a handshake, Grouchy. Too much, Grouchy.
Hey, watch it. I'm onto your game, soup maker. The last thing you need around here is a lot of hand shaking.
All right, no more hand shaking, I promise.
All right, then. See, people, you just gotta show these bread baking, house cleaning, good smell bringing do-gooders who has the upper hand.
Achoo! Watch out, Grouchy! Achoo!
Gotcha. You must be Snoozy. You poor thing. Do you have a cold?
Achoo! Why would you think that?
Excuse me, Miss Soup Lady.
Yes. Oh, yes, I see. Absolutely. Timid? Really? Now, if you think I should. All right. Oh, Grouchy.
Yes?
This is from Timid. Wholeheartedly.
Most charming, most charming. Wonderful to have you amongst the fold, my dear. I am Teach, your intellectual superior in all things, but still glad to be of analytical and philosophical assistance.
Thank you.
Charming, charming. A welcome change, I might add.
Who's left?
Snoozy.
Okay. Let's recap, shall we? Gleeful, Timid, Grouchy, Sneezy, Snoozy, and Teach. Is that all?
What about me?
Oh, I almost forgot about you. What's your name?
Goofy.
Why would they call you that?
What do you think, Paleface? Incoming!
Now, why do they call you Doofy?
Because I'm the youngest.
That doesn't make you Doofy.
Because I'm the smallest.
That doesn't make you Doofy.
Because I'm the slowest.
That doesn't make you Doofy.
Because I love you the most.
That's what makes you my Doofy. Ooh, you're all so cute. I just love all of you.
You're so nice and pretty. Can I smell you? Ow.
All right, you. What are you doing in the house, and when are you leaving?
Snow White told the little man all about her troubles.
She told them about the evil queen who wanted to kill her, about Handsome who spared her life, and about her best friend, the beautiful chicken. She also told them about her love of house cleaning.
I love it. I really love it.
That's a definite plus.
Oh boy!
We're happy.
Meanwhile, back at the palace, Handsome presented the beautiful chicken to the queen as proof of Snow White's death.
And now presenting the amazing dancing chicken.
Well, I was hoping for something a little more graphic, like her head or a vital organ, but I guess the chicken is proof enough. The chicken will always remain locked in the dungeon and will never leave this room again. Bark! And you, Handsome, are dismissed. Hey, nice work.
I live only to serve you, most dainty and fragile and heavenly.
Get out.
May I say goodbye to the chicken?
Sure.
Bye-bye, chickie.
All set? Get out. Finally, I'm the most beautiful woman in the world. Now everyone will always love... Wait a minute, I better double check. Oh, Mir.
Oh, pardon me. Have we met?
Sir, I'm sorry, Mir, but I've been busy lately.
I thought we were close.
Please, Mir.
Oh, sure, it's please, Mir. And so sorry, I've been busy, Mir. But when you want something, but as soon as I ask for a bit of attention...
Mir!
What happened to you? Where's the love?
Show me.
All right, but you asked for it. My poison apple idea is getting better and better, isn't it?
I'm going to have to take care of this myself. I know exactly what to do.
Back at the dwarf's house, the 7 little men were leaving for work. Snow White had packed them lunches and was bidding them goodbye.
Oh, I just love all of you so much, and I'll miss you so much too. I better give each of you another hug.
Don't get mushy, Lunch Packer. We'll be back in a few hours. And remember, don't go into the forest and don't open the door for strangers. This forest isn't as safe as it used to be. Go.
Just hold your head. A dwarf in their daily exertion should not be long parted. Must you?
Yeah, I must. All right, people. Fall in line. Doofy, Teach, Timid, tight, Gleeful. You stay close. March! You remember what I said?
No.
All right, then. Don't go out into the forest, and don't open the door for strangers. The forest isn't safe anymore. You got that?
Yes,
All
I
right.
remember.
Oh, brother.
Oh, I just love my new home. I love all the dwarves. I love doing all the housework. I love doing all of the cleaning. I love doing all the cooking and washing and... Oh, who could that be? Oh, I'll just open up the door and see. Right behind me.
Hello, I noticed that you just moved in. How neat and clean everything is.
Thank you. I just love to clean. If you ever need anything scrubbed or polished or...
How thoughtful of you, dear. I want to give you these lovely golden apples as a welcome to the neighborhood present. Go ahead. They come straight from the heart.
Yummy. I love apples. Oh, my. I don't feel so well. I think I ought to lie down.
At last, I am the fairest of them all. And now to finish off Handsome and that stupid little chicken. Who's that?
Snow White, we forgot our lunch.
Snow White!
What happened to you?
She was always so happy. Thanks, Grouchy. That helps.
That's what I'm here for, Glee. That's what I'm here for.
Hanson heard the strange crying sounds in the forest and came running. He saw the lifeless Snow White and fell to his knees in grief. It was then that Hanson learned a very important lesson about life.
I loved her. I loved you from the moment I saw you, but now it's too late. I'll never be
let them know.
But who could ever love me? Handsome.
It was true that Hansford missed his chance to declare himself to Snow White. So instead, he did it now. He kissed her, knowing that he would never have the courage when she was alive.
He did what?
He kissed her.
No, really.
He kissed her, knowing that he would never have had the courage when she was alive.
But all of a sudden, the enchantment was broken. Handsome turned back into the prince he had been before the witch came along and ruined his life.
I can't believe it! I'm back! That was somehow. You're alive? You're awake?
Isn't it amazing what a little bravery will do?
I was so worried that I'd never get a chance to tell you how I feel. I thought you could never care for me if I was just handsome. But handsome was kind and brave and made me laugh. I could have loved handsome. Of course I would have loved him. But it's me. I am, or was, or still am handsome. But how can I be sure it's still you? I love you. Me too. No, boy, you're away. You didn't need the soup. That can beat a soup pun. Hey, handsome. Hey, Grouchy. What? Everyone's got to get it on the app. We're all so glad you're alive, Snow White.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Let's celebrate!
Stop it, enough. This isn't fair. I was the most beautiful first. I was the thief. Not you, me. You just come along and ruin everything. You don't even try and people love you. What about me? What about me? When is it my turn to be happy? I'm all alone in the world and I'm so afraid that no one will ever.
No,